And we're back, once again. Last time we set up everything we'd need for this chapter, so let's run back to our reading room. I know the game will theoretically send me there, but there's bone thieves out there, and I don't want to take any risks. Oh, and for those wondering, the crankshaft cannot be actually used yet because those planets are not in alignment. Ah, zombies! Yeah, Alex is pretty tough. She's not, statistically speaking, the best character, but she does have her own little bonus going for her. That makes her, in the broadest sense, probably the best. Her MP regenerates at twice the rate of other characters. Which, given how magic-centric this game is, well, even advantage. As for the other best character, in terms of raw statistics and equipment, we're about to meet him.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that lives will be forfeit and resources squandered. But a few people make a difference. People like Michael Edwards, a Canadian industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
In there.
It's hotter than hell here. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others. More powerful. I don't know how else to describe it.
This is the safest way to blow out these things. You've done this enough to know that. It's by the numbers. It's all good. Just relax.
The silicone cloth and the water spray are there, so you're probably right. We've got 500 pounds of 80% nitroglycerin-grade dynamite all in place. We're good to go.
Edwards, you can pull your team back now. Get your team to a safe distance and we'll try to kill the fire.
Sure thing. Coming back now.
We're getting a pressure increase at the well cap. It's gonna tear itself apart. Hurry! Get your team out of...
What the hell happened? They're all dead. McCormick, Patterson, all gone. Looks like they've been buried alive under tons of concrete.
Guard it well. Many have perished for it. Take it. Take it to the ruins of Enga. At the ruins, a gathering of light.
You want me to take this to some ruins under a house in Rhode Island?
Take it. Save us.
Yep. Sensing the danger, Mike protects his hands from the insidious magic by using his coat to carefully pick the artifact from the debris-strewn floor. This is Michael Edwards, no relation to the crossing over guy. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. He is awesome! So he's got this here flashlight, so we can see things. And he's got a fire axe. Yep, we are basically in Kuwait after the Gulf War and the oil fires. A desiccated corpse lies sprawled on the temple floor, dressed in desert combat fatigues. A rifle, pistol, and a variety of ammunition lie about him. The soldier appears to have gone down fighting. So yeah, all of this stuff, he was originally going to be a soldier character. And he doesn't have the best sanity or magic, but he's got great endurance and health, and he comes loaded to bear. It's why I consider him one of the best characters. They decided they didn't want any actual combatants to be characters, as it were, aside from Pius. So they had this soldier's corpse here, with all of the gear Mike would have actually started with, had he been a soldier. Did we put on the assault rifle? Confused the Guardian by taking off that zombie's head? I think we did. I think it needs, like, the head. Probably change modes. Empty full magazine. Oh yeah, it's great. This is how you fire the grenades too. I should have just done that from the start. But is this not best gun ever? Well, in this game's context. Yeah, that's enough out of you there. I thought it was on the other side for some reason. pistols, for trapper use only. You know what? Screw fighting in there. Did I just use a grenade on a Mantarok zombie? Oh, I know what room we're in. It's the one with all the grates and everything. That's why it looks like there's a door there. Just catch your breath, Mike. Hey, we're gonna die at this rate, aren't we? The lack of the tome is what's killing us. Oh, come on. We need that, but... I think we're gonna die. Mike, if we can find the tome, you'll be fine. Of course, with 2 guardians, that's not going to be easy. Be zombie. Ah. Well, on the plus side, now I know which way not to go until we get the book. Just a moment. And we're back after that little interlude, as we shall call it. Decided perhaps I should be a bit more... non-completely insane with how I go about playing this game until Michael gets the book. Because until Michael gets the book, he's got no way to restore anything. Not entirely sure why I'm... There we go. It also struck me that the whole fire axe thing is actually probably a good idea. Aside from bone thieves. We're not going this way. We're just grabbing that. Because I don't remember what it's for, but it's probably important to making progress. Why are we slowing down? No, this is a no exploding zone. There will be no exploding here. We've had quite enough of that already. The intro cinematic for this chapter. I suppose the reason for this guy's comparably low sanity could be because of all the stuff he's had to endure with his friends getting killed in the explosion. It makes sense. Some of these guys off before they fade. That looks like a thing. An old battered staff, eh? Anything else over here? Nope, that was it. Imagine if we didn't have this flashlight. I mean, it looks like a scale replica of the area. The model is made from clay and seems brittle. Some of the buildings appear to have been coated with a reflective glaze. Well, has anyone here seen Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yep. Seeing this puzzle, I remember it. Oh, okay, let's see if the game's gonna behave this time. Yes. Forget exactly how we go about. Oh, right, we need to focus. Melt them. Oh, right. Just bounce off of this. Where did that open up? Aha! What a nice statuary we've got here now, isn't it? The final edition has been made. There's no pedestal for you, Michael. You get to see all of the things. Now that we've got that out of the way, though, we now have the tome, which means we can do several things. That's where we got the staff. This would be where the guardians are, or gatekeepers, such as... It's kind of hard to deal with them when they're both there. Let's try getting creative. Did one of them summon a horror? I didn't know they could do that. One of their actual sanity effects, because one of them is a room full of a huge number of zombies, and your controller doesn't respond and whatnot. It might be trying to fake you out. Axe all the groins. Seriously, there are too many gatekeepers in this area.
What's going on here?
There we go. Nice and not blue. Got the complete set. Whoa. You know what I think that calls for? Some firepower. Ladder here, though. You too can annihilate horrors with gigantic explosions of grenades. Murder zombies before murder frame rate. What? Are you going so crazy you can't lock onto things? Anyway. Alright, trappers everywhere. I think this is where I actually want to be. I believe it is, yes. He's gonna blow. We also hurt ourselves horribly, didn't we? At least give us a sanity palooza. There we go. An innocuous paneled wall caps this end of the room. It is conspicuously empty by comparison to the other walls of this room. As for this room, this room is special. The bas-relief depicts a sorcerer casting a spell. There is an air of authority about him, conveyed by his dominating visage. Below the design, a small ledge protrudes from the wall, waiting for something. The bas-relief depicts a proud warrior. The image is very strong, dominating this part of the room. Below the design, a small ledge protrudes from the wall, as if awaiting something. And lastly, the bas-relief depicts a female scholar. Her authoritative glare dominates this part of the room. Below the design, a small ledge protrudes from the wall, as if awaiting something. Well, if all of the hints, whatnot like that, weren't enough, A small statue of a scholar ravaged by an unseen foe. It is made from a clear emerald. A scholar. Green. Who would ravage the scholar? Need to cut out a bit there. A small statuette of a sorcerer driven mad by an unseen force. It is made from a lustrous sapphire. And the final one, of course. A small statuette of a defeated warrior kneeling in respect to an unseen victor. Made from a deep red ruby. For having gone the little extra mile in all of the previous quests, we are rewarded. By not letting Michael die first. Cradled on a stone display plinth is an enchanted gladius. Energy writhes across its surface, pulsing through the surrounding air. This sword is ancient. This gladius carries a powerful enchantment. This unique weapon can only be wielded by its destined owner, the Guardian of Light. It is permanently enchanted with a 7-point Xel'lotath enchantment. It will tear apart any Xel'lotath foe it comes in contact with. Unfortunately for Michael, he's not the Guardian of Light. I believe this is actually the tome where room where the Tome of Eternal Darkness was cradled once. And this gladius being where it is, in this temple, can only mean its original owner was one man. Why it's here is a question of some debate, but... well, that's really all we can do for today. It's been about 35 minutes, so I'll see you next time on Let's Play Eternal Darkness, where we deal the final blow to the Ancients before the Celestial Alignment. Later, everyone.